What is up, YouTube? What is up? I'm back and I'm better than ever. So today's video is gonna be reverse dieting. I'm sure you clicked on this video to either hear my experience, or you are reverse dieting, or you will be reverse dieting. I definitely wanted to share like my experience, what to expect, and I wanted to share some tips if anything helps, because a lot of people will say like reverse dieting's a lot harder than prep, which I will also agree to that. So honestly, let's get right into it. Okay, I made a list here because honestly, like, I don't want to go off track, and I also don't want to over explain. I kind of just want to get straight to the point. So if you like that, then you clicked on the right video. So I'm gonna split this up into 3 parts. Part 1 is what to expect, part 2 is my experience and personal, and part 3 is tips. So part 1 of a reverse diet, I mean, the first week you are probably going to be bloated. If your show's on the weekend, just take the weekend for you. Just Monday, be like, have the mindset like we're back on track. You don't want to, I'll get back on track sometime this week because I won't be too far post show. No, you will fall in a hole you cannot get out of, honestly. I would definitely go into a reverse diet with a plan. So week 2, your cardio should be decreased, which should be less stressful on you and your body. You will probably be full of water, so you'll probably feel like super flat. You'll probably not feel as lean, honestly. Maybe that's just me. I hold on to water like that if I'm not drinking my water. Definitely still keep your water intake high. I would definitely just really stick to your plan, you know, be in that same routine you were on prep and eat the same meals you were eating. Don't try to like, oh, I can try to fit this into my macros, or it'll just be kind of like less stressful. Plus, like, if you get a taste of something good, you probably won't stop eating it. That's just from past experience. Week 3 and 4, your hunger cues will be high. I think that if you truly are doing your reverse the correct way, your hunger should be like revving. Your metabolism should be revving. But don't listen to those hunger cues, because you will, like, your hunger cues will be high no matter what, even if you just ate a meal. You know what I mean? Just because you just got done dieting for so long. And then you're gonna have to get comfortable with your weight going up. Honestly, I'm still trying to get used to that. Like, I love the way my body's looking right now. I love to feel more full. I love to look a little bit more full. I love to have energy in the gym. But the scale isn't like sitting right with me. I don't know why. I don't mind it. It's just like, you just have to, it's just trying to get comfortable with it again. I'm still trying to adjust to that personally. Week 6, calories should be higher and cardio should be low. Like, I really think that 6 to 8 weeks of like reverse dieting, you should be close to maintenance or back at it. Maybe that's just me. Personally, I'm not there yet, but, and I'm 8 weeks post show. So 6 to 8 weeks, it should be like that, you know what I mean? Just so you're not having such a mental and physical strain, if that makes sense. And then week 7 and 8, you should be at maintenance calories, transferring into a maintenance phase or a bulking phase. So with that, I think like it takes about 6 to 8 weeks to get your metabolism back on track, everything working right. Hunger cues should be down like you should be. So that is just what to expect with reverse dieting. Now I'm going to talk about my experience. So part 2 is my experience. Week 1, I tracked perfectly. I felt great. Like, I was like, I want to track perfectly because the following week I was going to go on vacation. So I had this thing in my head of just staying in the same routine. I wasn't really like in a negative mindset, because like I just had a great weekend in Houston. I reflected on my Detroit show and my Kalamazoo show. I did great, literally first Kalamazoo, first in Detroit, and second in Houston. So like, I felt great. I was reversing. I'm like, man, I'm about to go on vacation. But because I was going on vacation on week 2 and 3, mentally I was like, I was just so scared. Like, honestly, I know I was gonna be full of water. I know that traveling was gonna have to do something with my weight. I know that anything I eat could affect my weight and the way I feel, but I did eat clean. So during my vacation, like, I was full of water and it probably looked like I gained 30 pounds. I knew when I was gonna get back home, I was gonna lose it all and just get right back on track. which happened. So week 4, got back on track, tracked loosely, stayed in my original routine. So it was hard to get back on track perfectly, but I was like, man, I'm only in week 4. So like, depending on my energy, I'd throw a little, like a few more fruit and oats or something. I was gonna throw a little bit more rice. Instead of 80 grams, I'd do like 85, you know what I mean? So I was a little bit more comfortable. I also didn't track my veggies because I was just like, I'm hungry, add a little bit more volume, and I know that veggies aren't terrible. So it's like, I did what I could to help me reach my goals, but also be mentally okay. Week 5 and 6, I struggled to find a balance with food and the gym because it felt like I had such a far way to go, and it felt like this show was just yesterday and I was just gaining weight. Obviously I was full of water, abs aren't totally there, and it was around Thanksgiving time, so it's just like, man, like, I don't know if I should be looking like this right now. I don't know if my weight should be this high right now. I don't know. I was having a mental warfare in my head. Low-key still like that, but like, then week 7 was Thanksgiving. So I'm just like, man, I can't find a good balance. I really can't. I just kept having to take a step back and realize like, okay, even though it feels like my show was just yesterday, I'm 7 weeks post-show. You know what I mean? Like, I'm 7 weeks post-show. I'm gonna enjoy Thanksgiving. I'm gonna enjoy this time, but I feel like I look good. I just don't like the scale. You know, it's just like that one thing, you know, that's just like kind of throwing me off. But then I realized I'm 7 weeks post-show. I can't stay 110, you know what I mean? Like, I should be gaining weight. So just take a step back, calm down, you're good. Week 8, calories are a bit higher, scale is up. Happy with my body, but trying to find a balance. So I still get a little anxious here and there when I do get a little hungry, but I feel overall good, you know? Like, I'm happy with the way I look. I kind of wanted to share like a little personal thing with like food because I think being personal with you guys on here, you guys get to know me a little bit more, and I get to know you guys a little bit more, get to know who's actually a Saylor fan. I think everyone who goes through a prep and who's reversing, their relationship with food is terrible. And I think that like I can make, like for Thanksgiving, I was like, this is Thanksgiving, I'm gonna enjoy myself, you know what I mean? And I did. I didn't let that bother me. But my issue with food is like, this is something that's bad about me. If I order food, it doesn't matter what's on that plate, it's gonna be empty. You know what I mean? And my issue is I eat past me being full. So if there's like a plate right here or a box of donuts, every single one of those will be gone. Because like the OCD in my head's like, you can't leave this, like you can't just leave a half-bitten cookie in here, you know, eat it. Clear that, you know, clear that box. You can't leave 6 fries on here, you know what I mean? Eat them, like clear your plate, make it clean. That's the OCD in me. So I eat past fullness until like I'm satisfied with what I'm looking at rather than my stomach being satisfied. And that's legit the OCD in me. So I got to take control of that because it's something that's just like, you have to just finish everything on the plate. When you shouldn't do that. You should eat until you're satisfied and not until you're full. So learn that from me. It's something that shouldn't be a thing. So part 3, tips. Stay in a routine as if you were on prep. That will make it so much easier. Just stay in the same routine. Don't try to add a few other things because you have the time now. You know what I mean? Really prioritize your reverse because it's a little bit more important, because you don't want to just surround yourself or be in a position where there's food and I think on the weekends I would be a little bit more loose, maybe Friday. Or if you can't like wait until the weekends, I think of a 90-10 rule. For every 9 meals, you can get a free meal. That makes sense. So I eat 5 meals a day. No one is gonna follow a reverse to a T. I don't care who you are. If you do, you are a phenom. But I mean, like, again, I'd be a little bit more comfortable with add more fruits or, oh, spilt more egg whites, you know, or like add a little bit of rice, you know what I mean? So if you are a phenom, okay, bet, like, follow that reverse, do your thing. But if you can't wait and you feel like you're just gonna binge and just like totally get uncomfortable, I would just do a 90-10 rule. Like for every 9 meals, then have a free meal. Understand that food will always be there. It really will. Like, I know it's like, we have that mindset where it's like, I don't know what I'm gonna get my next meal, I'm gonna eat all this. Like, food will always be there. Train with intensity. Please train with intensity. When you are post-show, like 2 days post-show to like 6 weeks post-show, you are going to grow like a weed, which is a negative and positive thing. Use it for the positive. Grow like a weed. Train with intensity. Follow your meals. Eat enough protein and really push in the gym, because you will probably get, like, it's a rebound. You will probably get double the size you just were. You're just gonna grow. You really are. But that could also be a negative thing. If you're just eating, you're just gonna like legit get fat. Like, actually, you're gonna fill up with water. You're mainly gonna be water, but it's possible. I've seen it happen many times where somebody just grew like a weed and the other person totally looked like they're 2 years out. You know what I mean? Like, ooh. Last one, I would also just really find short-term goals. You know what I mean? Whether that's a weekly date or a weekend date or a new restaurant every weekend, like, or I don't know, just find a short-term goal that will benefit you in the best way possible. Truly want to see people come out of reverse refreshed, refueled, and revived, honestly. I want them to feel good and reflect and see what they've done and really just be happy and proud of themselves, and be proud that they just went through a reverse and did it well. Again, I'm 8 weeks post-show. I feel good, just transferring into a maintenance phase. Well, trying to find my maintenance here still. And then just gonna stay here for a little bit, and then we're gonna start bulking soon. So I do wanna thank you for watching this video. If you wanna see more structured videos, please comment. If you wanna see more day in the lives, comment that. Just let me know what you guys wanna see. I'd really appreciate it, and it does help me out. So thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.